Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. I hope that everyone is doing well today. So today's video is going to be a video about a auction that I attended. So it was an online auction, and then I had to drive into Winnipeg to pick up the items. So I realized that the auction hall was very close to that antique mall that I had went to. So I had said to Sean, let's pull into the antique mall, because when I put that video up, I recorded it all and I might have missed a few items because it's hard to, hold your camera up and record and shop at the same time. And I was really happy that we did go back. So I'll show you the two items that I did pick up there at the antique mall. So the first one was this beautiful ceramic vase. It's blues and greens. It's blue inside. It looks brand new, doesn't it? And look at the shamrocks on it. So I figured that it was some kind of Irish pottery. And when I picked it up and looked under, it is called Irish Porcelaina, made in Ireland. And it has a shamrock with an F through the middle of it. So I had to have that. Now I didn't write down how much I paid for it. I think it was about $30, but I have a little history about it. So I'm just going to read it to you. Irish porcelain vase made in the early 1950s. The history of Irish Wade pottery began in 1946 when it was made under the name Wade Ulster. It was located in Portadown, County Armagh, province of Ulster, Northern Ireland. And I actually think that we lived in Portadown when I was born. So Irish Wade was integrated as a subsidiary of George Wade and Sons Limited. During the 1950s, the factory produced die-pressed ceramic insulators, and the pottery was made to help repair England from the damage left after World War II. By 1953, there was no longer a need for such large quantities of industrial ceramics, so the company began searching for another product to make. At this time, the first Irish Wade pottery pieces were produced as Wade Ulster entered into the ornamental pottery field. The company gave the pottery its own back stamp to differentiate it from Wade England, whose mark was an owl on the back of a hand. Whose mark was an owl on the back of a hand. Okay. Wade Ireland was stamped Irish porcelain, made in Ireland, with a picture of a shamrock. So with my research, this tells me that this was made in 1953. It looks absolutely brand new to me. Someone has taken really good care of it and did not use it. It was probably displayed in a cabinet or something. So that is the first item I found. Yeah, I believe it was $29.99. And then I found another little piece of Belique, and I just thought this was really cute. It kind of looks like a little wishing well. It's very tiny, but it has little holes there, and I'm wondering if it did have like maybe a little strap, a little bit of, I don't know, well, I wouldn't say twine, but it did have something on it that made it a little wishing well basket. So it is stamped in the green mark, which also makes it vintage. And this was like $12, so I grabbed it as well. So that's what I picked up at that antique mall, the Johnston antique mall at the Forks Corners there. I think it's called the Forks. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I picked that up. And then we went over and we picked up our auction items. So these are things that I bid on. Sean did not participate. So what I was bidding on first. So what I did was, because let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 5 lots. And when I say lot, I mean there was 3 or 4 things put together in a lot. And I'm just going to bring my chair up a bit. I feel like I'm sitting too low. There we go. All right. So yeah, each lot had 4 or 5 items in it, except for the first one I'm going to show you. So when I broke it down to how many pieces I got, divided by the price I paid, everything averaged out to about $10 a piece. So I was pretty happy with that. All right. So the first thing was this wood carved mortar and pestle. It's beautiful. I love the flower pattern on it. Again, it was never used. I'm just going to display this in my kitchen, and I'm not going to use it either. There's no markings on it. But I loved it. So I did get that. I'm just going to, let me see where I'm going to put the stuff. I'll just sit down on the floor. All right, I'm going to put this pottery down too so that I don't break it. All right, so that item was on its own. Then the next lot I bid on was cut crystal water pitcher and a clock. I was interested in the clock, not so much the water pitcher itself. So the clock is, it's marked AVON quartz, but I know AVON was Irish made. And this is crystal. And I put a battery in and it works. And yes, that is the correct time. 15 minutes to go till feeding time at the zoo here. So yes, put the battery in. It works wonderful. I researched it, and it's possible that it is part of the Waterford crystal. Let me just see if I wrote any notes on this one. But I'm pretty sure this is part of the Waterford crystal, because that's the only crystal that was made in Ireland. I love it. So I was pretty happy to get this. I'm going to use it, and I have it sitting on top of my fireplace. And the cut crystal water pitcher, I thought, well, yeah, I like crystal, right? So I didn't mind getting it. And I'm just looking. I see a mark in it, but I don't think it's a chip. Oh, I see. Somebody had a sticker inside it. So this is the water pitcher. It's quite large. It's heavy, but I looked at that flower, and that is the 8-petal cornflower. If you remember me saying a while back that we have Sean's grandmother's wedding gift, and Grandma's still alive. Grandma's going to be 95 this year. So her wedding gift was a beautiful bowl with a plate underneath, and it was the 8-petal cornflower dish, and she gave it to us. So if I remember, I will put a little video. What I'll do is go record it, and I'll add it in right here. So I just took it out of the cabinet so that you could actually see the 8-petal cornflower there on the floor. But we absolutely love it, and we do keep it in the china cabinet there. All right, so those two were in a lot. I was pretty happy with that. So the next one was another water pitcher. This time I was interested in the water pitcher because this one says, just trying to read off my paper here, and I sat my stuff on top of it. Ooh. So this one, antique cut crystal pitcher signed. And I was like, I wonder who it's signed by. And then I also got a crystal curate and a knife rests. So I was pretty happy that I had won this auction. And here is, this one's really heavy, and it's all cut glass. I just have the stuffing still in it, so I don't know if you can see all that. But I looked, and I was like, when I did get it, and it is stamped Burke's. So the stamp is right there. It's very heavy. You may not be able to see it, but I was so happy to have gotten this. So it dates back. It's vintage. And the name on it would be Gundy Clapperton for Burke's. So who remembers the Burke's jewelry stores? So it is from the years 1905 to 1915. So that's when this was made. And it's acid etched Burke's mark on it. So this was made before 1915. Love it. And there is a bit of, I don't know if I can hold both of them. Let's see. Oh, they're heavy. All right, I'm gonna lift them up quick. There's the size difference in the two of them. Just beautiful pieces. So that came in that lot. This came in it, cut crystal. I've just got the top covered up there. Beautiful. I love this. So that was in that auction. And the last piece in that lot were these knife rests. Now they kind of look yellowy to me. And so I looked these up too. There's a set of them. And so I guess, you know, the la-di-da people would have their dinner set, their dinner table set, and their knives would rest on this when they were using them. Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of stick them like that and display them. So the little history on these, let me find my notes here. So these knife rests date back to the 18th century, possibly the 17th century. So I don't know if when crystal ages, if it discolors, because to me, if I'll just show you, they're very yellowy in color compared to the newer crystal pieces. So that was one lot, and I did pay a really good price for that lot as well. I believe it was $33. So the next lot, I was super happy about winning it too. Let me just move these out of the way. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 items in this next lot, and I got it all for $30. Really good price. So the first item was the Royal Crown Derby English Fine China. It's in the box. I don't think it's ever been used or displayed. The box is in excellent condition. So what it is a it's a child's cup with the 2 handles. So pretty. This could be 24 karat gold on it. It does have a year stamp on it. Pretty sad when you need your glasses and your magnifying glass. All right, so it says Royal Crown Derby, English Bone China, Treasures of Childhood. It is numbered A1342. It's got 2002 Royal Crown Derby made in England. And then it's got a marking MM111. I love this. So there, it's got the English pram. You got the rocking horse. You got the soldier. And what have we got on the other side? The other side's got a little girl, bowling pins, a train, and a house. And there's the markings. So that's a nice piece to have. Just wrap it up quick here. I'll re-wrap it when I'm done. So that was number 1. Number 2 in that auction were carpet balls. So who knows about the game carpet balls? I guess it relates back to our, say, lawn bowling or something like that, right? It dates back to the Victorian era anyways, back to Scotland and England, and then it did come to Canada. So carpet balls were very popular during the late 19th century and early 20th century, but the game has existed for thousands of years. So I know that these are not, I didn't realize that they weren't as old as they are because you don't get to see this stuff in person, right? So they're beautiful though. They're ceramic. So these two are the same. I don't even know how you would play it. I mean, you'd go to the parlor room and you would roll these across the carpet and play. So those are the 3 that I got. They do have stickers on them. They do say that they are made in China, which tells me that they're reproductions. And somebody was trying to sell them for $5 each. So I think that some of this came out of someone's like antique mall booth. So I did get those. Not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm not really a blue person, so I don't think I would display them anywhere. But so they were part of the auction. And yeah, oh yeah, because it did say new actually, yeah. Then I got Mikasa crystal candle holders. So this is item number 3 of 5. And this also came in a beautiful box. Never used. Now, when I looked on the bottom of it, it came from Bowering. I don't even know if that store is still open, is it? It looks like they were $29, and then they were marked down to $19.98. Did Bowering close down and move out of Canada, or do we still have stores? Let me know if you know. So these are heavy. They're beautiful. They're actually a Christmas print. There's 2 in the box. And so the Mikasa sticker is on the back. So they're calling it Radiant Holly, and they're just beautiful. I don't use tapered candles. I prefer to use like a tea light or something that my candle drips into. So I'm probably just going to gift these or resell them. But look at the holly. Beautiful. So there is a pair of them. The other one's in here. They have some weight to them. So between those and the balls, I don't know what I'm doing with them. So that was number 3. So our 4th item, I was super happy about. This was another piece that I wanted, as well as that cup. It's Royal Worcester Fine Porcelain. And who has heard of an egg coddler? So these date back to about the 1960s. I'd say 1961 is where this one came from. So when I did take it out, I noticed that there's a little book in here, and I don't think this has ever been used either. Never. And so this is a recipe book. But I'll show you the coddler first. So that's what it looks like. This one's pretty. It's got strawberries on it. It looks brand new as well. Lovely butterfly. And now the marking on the bottom, so this in the middle here was able to give me the date. So that's where I dated this to 1961. This is what it looks like on top. So you screw this off. And what you would do is crack an egg and throw it in. And then you would put this in a pot of boiling water. And you would cook your egg in this. And you take your egg out. So it's more, I would say your egg turns out like a, what am I thinking of? A poached egg. Because if you make a poached egg, as long as your water is boiling, you can crack an egg and throw it into the water and it will cook and you'll get a poached egg. So I'm thinking an egg made in a cobbler would be very similar to a poached egg. I have never used a cobbler. So this is going to get displayed in my kitchen. So let's look at the coddler egg recipes. So I opened it up. It was in 3 different languages. Don't laugh at my pronunciations, because my children make fun of me enough times when I talk. They're like, Mom, you have your bit of Irish and your, and then you're trying to be Canadian at the same time. Yeah, I still say like tomato instead of tomato, and yeah, they like to laugh. Anyways, number 1 is the 3-minute egg. And it's telling you to put butter, 1 egg, and salt and pepper in your coddler. So that's number 1. Number 2 was Oof Ah Finds Herbs. So you're using butter, 1 egg, chopped parsley, chopped chives, and salt and pepper. Number 3 is a cheesy egg. That one sounds good. So you're using a tablespoon of butter, 1 egg, and salt and pepper. And this is processed or other soft cheese. Caroline does not buy processed cheese. So it would be nice real cheese going in there. So that's number 1, 2, 3. And there's the languages. And then we turn it over. Number 4 is the farmhouse egg. So it's a quarter teaspoon, of butter, strips of bacon, chopped onions, chopped mushrooms, and 1 egg. And I don't know what that word is. 1 wedge, it says. Gruyere. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's number 4. Number 5 is Oeuf Baron. So it is a quarter teaspoon of butter, sliced mushrooms, 1 egg, chicken liver pate, salt and pepper. So that all sounds good except for the chicken liver pate. So, you know, you're putting all this ingredients into here and then cooking it. Number 6 is a ham and egg. Again, a quarter teaspoon of butter, cooked ham or quarter slice, so you need about a half an ounce, 1 egg, and salt and pepper. Number 7, I do not even want to attempt to say this. They helped me out, in brackets, they put tuna egg. So there you go. If you can read that, that's what it is. Okay. So in the tuna egg, which I cannot eat tuna. Tuna makes me sick. I have like an allergic reaction to tuna and shellfish. So number 7. And I'm having fish and chips tonight because it's Friday. And Wednesday was, what do you call it? Was Ash Wednesday. And we're into Lent now. So Caroline does not eat meat on Fridays until Easter. All right. Back to where we were. So a tuna egg, butter a quarter teaspoon, 1 egg, flaked tuna fish, chopped onions, and salt and pepper. So yeah, I love the way that you can put all these ingredients in this cobbler and come out with a delicious egg. And there she is. I'm really happy that this was still in it. So on the back, it's got Worcester Royal Porcelain Company Limited. They got the phone number of where it was on New Bond Street in London, England. And then it was Royal Worcester Porcelain Co. Inc. in New York, USA. And then they also had one in Canada, Worcester Royal Porcelain Company, Canada Limited. And it was on Thorncliffe Park Drive in Toronto, Ontario. So if anybody lived in Toronto, Ontario, near this, and you know of it, let me know. It probably does not exist anymore. But I was pretty happy with that. So that was the 4th item in that bundle. And then the 5th item was, where did I put them? Oh, you're sitting on top of them. Was 2 sets of knife spreaders, and they also came from blah 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 blah. They also came from Bowring. Bowring was established in 1811. Did you guys know that? I like that the handles are clear and that they're really nice. So I got 2 of those. So I have 8 knives. I will keep these. Spreader knives are really good if you're making a cheese ball or something, you know, to spread on crackers or whatever you need a spread knife for. So just a set of 4. They were made in Taiwan and they were imported by Bowring, Toronto, Canada. And it's been many years since I was in a Bowring store, so I don't know if they are still around either. So that whole lot of 5 items, I paid $30 for it. Yeah, I think it was a good deal. So the last one is some Christmas ornaments. Now I got 3 and they only cost me $18. So that is why I took everything and divided it by, you know, the price I paid, how many pieces, and I can't remember if I had the tax included, but it worked out to about $10 a piece, which is excellent. So I loved these, and there's 3 of them. They're Christmas ornaments. They're in excellent condition. There's no cracks or anything on them. So we're going to start off with the first one. And this one's called Midnight Snack. And they were from 1999. Coins and Company. Oh, my camera's telling me the battery's dying. So yeah, they're made in China, but that's the marking. They are from 1999, and we have Santa sitting in his chair. This is really lightweight too. He's got teddy bear there. He's got, what do you got on the side there, Santa? Oh, he's got a little present. He's eating his cookies, and there's his coffee and his little candle to get him around the house. He's got some more cookies here. He's got his bag of toys. This is my favorite. Look at that little bird sitting up there. Something like that would normally be chipped off an older piece. So these have been well looked after. So we got him. And then we got Santa with the train. And again, it's marked, they're calling this one North Pole Express, 1999. Santa with his lantern and the train. All the presents in the back. He's even got a tree in case you forgot to put a Christmas tree up. Santa's got you covered. This one is a music box. So let's listen to it. Ooh. Sorry, I'm shaky today. Santa Claus is coming to town. I love this. So that's that one. Now, I do have a daughter that loves polar bears. She may want to steal this one from me. Okay, Santa. We don't need a copyright. And look at this one. So you got polar bear. This is like a leather strap. Santa with his bell. Gifts. Got you covered with that Christmas tree again in case you forgot to put one up. And this one is called the Polar Bear Express. And again, 1999 Coins and Company. And this one is a music box. This one, I can't make out the song. Sean said something and it didn't sound like the song that he thought it was. So you guys listen to it. Tell me what you think. It's something about something tonight or something. I don't know. If you guys know the song, put it in the comments down below because I would like to know what it is. And so that is the end of this auction haul. I did order something on, I actually ordered it off of eBay because if you remember the Balik little pottery that I bought to put Balika marbles ashes in. Well, I saw this piece of Balik as well. I think it might have been the same seller or a different seller. But anyway, they came in two separate boxes. Because I was thinking, what did I order that came in such a small box? But it was a piece of Balik. It has the navy blue marking. The navy blue is a newer marking, so it's not very old, but I just love it. It is the Celtic Cross. And so I am going to have because normally I have all my Balik on one glass shelf in the china cabinet. So it's going to be all dedicated to Balik items. I'm going to put Balik and marble in there. I'm going to put this little cross beside them. And I'm also going to put my lab, Ben. So I had a yellow lab, Ben, and it was unfortunate that he got cancer when he was 7 years old. And he passed away. So I have his ashes as well. So I think Ben deserves to go in the cabinet with Rosie and, or sorry, not Rosie, oh my goodness, with Balik and marble. And I only paid $15.65 for this. Yeah, I love it. It's just plain on the back. I actually have a tattoo on my leg of the Celtic Cross just like this. Yes, so that is everything that I wanted to show you guys. It's unfortunate that I did record this last week, and as I was editing it, completely gone. Because I even paid for storage on my iCloud. I went into my iCloud and it was deleted from there too. So I don't know what I did, but anyways, I'm redoing the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like these videos. I know a lot of you do like seeing the old stuff, and it brings us back to some memories of our younger years, right? Yeah. So I do have, I'm going to be busy the next few weeks. I have a bit of an announcement to make, but I'm not going to make it on this video. You guys have to come back to my next video and see what my big announcement is. So until my next video, take care, have a great day, and I'll catch us all on the next one. Bye for now.